Hey, welcome back. So the second video of the fall series, the Euphemia Lazas, we're going to look at the side fall. The back fall is primarily going backwards. I look at the back fall as slipping on ice or something along those lines. The side fall is probably the fall I use the most in our series for our style, based off of some of the judo techniques, the osotogaris, the ippon seoi-nagis. Some of our throws end up in that side fall position. I find this to be the most often place I end up as far as the falls go from a martial arts perspective. Probably not the most frequent spot I end up from the ground is trying to attack me living in Ohio in winter perspective. So, from this, again, just like with the back fall, I'm going to start from the seated position. I'm still going to tuck my chin. Even though I'm going over to a side, I want to make sure that my chin is tucked so that I don't let my head bounce. Tucking the chin will at least tighten up some of the muscles in my neck so that I don't allow it to flail around, which should minimize the amount of headache I end up with if I'm doing a bunch of reps of this. So, tuck the chin. Now, since I'm going to go to my right side, I'm going to bring my right arm across my body, my right leg across my body. There are a lot of people that do this differently. There's a lot of people will start their falls from the side. I don't. I start from here, and then from the crouch, we pretty much all get to the same spot. So I bring my right foot across, I bring my right hand across, and I'm going to look to land on my right side. Ideally, this other foot is going to stay up. I'm not going to bring it down when I do my fall. So when I come across, I'm coming across, I'm tucking my chin behind my shoulder, and I'm keeping this foot up. This is going to help me on some of the other falls. From the side angle, if I'm looking here, I'm bringing this across, I'm bringing this across, I'm tucking my chin, and I'm kind of landing on my side. I'm not laying flat out on my back. Again, this is the way I do the falls. I know some people do it differently, and they'll be a little bit more on their back. I've always felt more comfortable being more on my side. So, as we come up to the next step of it, I'm still going to tuck my chin. Now I'm going to have to kick this leg out and across, and I'm not going to have as much time. So when I start this, I'm going to still slap the ground, palm down. I'm going to kick that leg out, and I'm going to try to land as flat across my side in as much area as I can. So I'm going to kick this leg out, bring this across, and keep this leg up. If it doesn't touch the ground, that's fine. Mine usually doesn't. I tend to stay a little bit more airborne. But sometimes I'll bring the toe down. The reason I don't want to let it just flop is cracking your knees or your shins together, or your knees or your ankles together doesn't feel real good as we do this fast. So again, in the side position, I'm tucking the chin, falling over. I'm tucking the chin, I'm reaching across, I'm sliding out. So I'm kicking this foot across me. I'm trying to land as straight on my side as I can. Now you'll note, my hand isn't way up here. My hand's down here at about a 45. This is to make sure that I'm not putting unnecessary pressure on my shoulder. The hardest one of this is probably once we get up to the standing position. I need to kick this foot across like somebody's kicking it out. I'm going to still bring this hand up. I'm still going to tuck this chin. Whichever way I look, doesn't really matter to me too much. I'm going to kick this across. I'm going to have to squat into this other leg to do this. So this foot's coming across, this hand's coming across, we're squatting into this leg, and we're bringing our weight down to that side. And what you should be able to notice, and I'm hoping it comes off in the video, my head is not snapping to the side when I do this. I'm tucking my chin, I'm keeping everything tight so that I don't really feel these. These should be pretty good regardless of what side you're on. These shouldn't hurt. They should feel pretty comfortable. Now a couple things, just general stances on falling. I am reaching away. The side fall I find to be the most likely for me to want to reach towards the ground, or one of the most likely. Front fall might be a little bit worse, but side fall, I really want to reach towards the ground. So I really make a strong desire to pull that arm away from it, especially if somebody's got a grip on me and I'm fighting to stay up. If I don't want to hit the ground, somebody's got this leg, somebody's got this arm, I want to reach down there. I find it better for me personally to just accept the fall. At the point where I know I'm not going to be able to get there, or this hand is all that's going to hold me up, I'm risking my shoulder too much, I just go, okay, fine, and I might come down, and I may not slap, I may come down into a side position, I may have that knee shield or something to start my next level of defense, but I definitely do not want to reach towards the ground. That's probably the best advice I can ever give on the side falls is do not reach for the ground.